Jayhawk TV would like to take a moment and thank all of our wonderful sponsors. Without them, this season of Jayhawk TV would not be possible.
All right, guys, for this week's episode of Jayhawk TV, we're on location. We're right beside the locker room. We're going to be talking to this week's Player of the Week, Payton Molter, and some of his teammates. We're going to be breaking down what happened last week versus the Riverview Raiders, and we're on the road versus Leechburg. All that and more when Jayhawk TV starts now. Last week, home versus the Raiders. It was another victory, thanks in part to the ground game. 265 yards on the ground, and Noah Sanders was running all over the defense. The first two times he touched the ball, he ran it to the house. He ended the game with 6 carries, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Not to mention, he only has one arm. Yes, he only injured his finger, but whenever you see how he is taped up, he really only has one arm. He virtually has a club on that arm, so it is amazing that he is still able to play at the level he is playing at. And last week's Player of the Week joked with us saying he's going to have another 3-touchdown game. And guess what? He kept his promise. Kamani Brown went out and caught 3 more touchdown passes from this week's Player of the Week, Payton Molter. And man, that kid has some speed. And he's only a sophomore. How fast can this kid get? The future is so bright for him, and I cannot wait to see how far it will go. Defensively, Jace Powell is at the top of the list again for tackles, and he's only a freshman. I know I keep mentioning their class rank, but being a small school, these kids get so much time to play, and that's what's so cool about coming from a small school is, yes, we might only have 20-some kids on the roster, but that means we have 20-some athletes. That means we have 20-some players that can play both ways, and that makes them more versatile. And watching these kids develop on both sides of the ball is amazing, and Jace Powell is going to be one of those top-notch players by the time he hits his senior year.
We'd like to thank Saved by Grace Financial for sponsoring Jayhawk TV. They are a financial service firm offering income tax, accounting, and investment advisory service. As they continue to share the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ throughout their community and strive to be a beacon of light in this dark and fallen world. So make sure you go see my guy Tony on Main Street in Irwin for all your tax and financial needs, and be sure to tell him that Julie from Jayhawk TV sent you. Jayhawk TV would like to thank Stellar Precision Components for sponsoring this season. Located in Jeanette, Stellar Precision is a CNC machine shop that uses state-of-the-art technology to provide complex components to the defense and aerospace industry.
Next week, we're on the road to Leechburg, and Lovelace, who? Oh, that's right, he graduated. We don't have to worry about him anymore. So, the crucial part to this week's game is going to be the guys we're going to be talking to, the offensive line. As long as they can keep opening up holes and letting those Jeanette backs clear for takeoff to the end zone, will be okay, no worries. And of course, defensively, we're going to see a lot of them in the backfield. You guys know we like to throw that challenge flag out to one of the Jayhawk players every week. This week, it's going to be defensively. I'm challenging Lonnie Greene 2 sacks or 3 tackles for a loss, or heck, maybe both. And he'll be Player of the Week next week, without a doubt.
Have you ever had a craving for that classic Italian taste that you can't resist? D'Annunzio's Italian restaurant has been serving up delicious flavors to families in Jeanette since 1977. And now they've expanded to Monroeville and Latrobe. And of course, they're proud sponsors of Jayhawk TV. At D'Annunzio's, it's not just about the food, it's about the family tradition. Their friendly staff and cozy atmosphere provide a warm and welcoming environment for customers old and new. Come enjoy their flavorful dishes ranging from classic spaghetti and meatballs to their famous D'Annunzio pizza, all made from the freshest ingredients. At D'Annunzio's, it's a family tradition.
You just watched the D'Annunzio commercial, so you know what time it is. It's time for Smooth Sauce Play of the Week. And we want to give a shout out to Priority Media for their unique angle on this week's Smooth Sauce Play of the Week. And here it goes. All right, quarterback Payton Molter hands off to senior running back Noah Sanders, and he's rumbling, and he's bumbling, and he's stumbling, and he makes his way completely into the end zone. And I've said it once, and I've said it twice with one arm, and he is amazing.
Are you a motorcycle enthusiast looking for high quality parts and gear? Look no further than Chicken Strip Cycles. It is an online shop for all of your motorcycle needs. At Chicken Strip Cycles, they understand your passion for the open road. They don't stop at just parts. They also offer a comprehensive range of motorcycle gear. Chicken Strip Cycles is locally owned and operated. Don't settle for anything less than the best. Visit their website today and experience the convenience, quality, and expertise that Chicken Strip Cycle has to offer.
All right, guys, so we are here with two of the core players on Jeanette's offense, Gavin Holemeyer and Jayhawk TV returnee Nick Stuchell. We are going to play a game with them, but believe it or not, neither one of them are big sweets eaters. But we do have another Jayhawk player in audience that is a big sweets eater, so we're gonna bring him in and see how fast he can eat 3 Twinkies. So come on in, Lonnie Greene. Go.
This feels light.
That is 2 bites for 1 Twinkie. Our cameraman is recording, so we will have a time on the screen for you.
I don't know if I can do this show.
You know what? I want to say a good time at least. You talk so much over there.
I ain't even follow.
Let's see if he can back up his trash talking.
You think he's gonna down them drinks? Yeah, you said those were nothing, right?
To a Twinkie. 1 baby.
Come on, it's the last one.
Oh my god.
Did you forget how much sugar is in 1 Twinkie?
There's a lot of bread.
Good thing it's after practice.
Coach would be killing us if this was before.
Minute and 24 seconds.
That 1 minute and 24 seconds for 3 Twinkies. That's faster than I thought a human could eat 3 Twinkies.
Yeah.
Let alone a high school boy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we are here with 2 of the core members of the Jeanette's offense, Gavin Holemeyer and Nick Stuchell. So Gavin, we'll start with you. What position do you play?
I play center and tackle.
And Nick?
Left tackle and tackle.
So Gavin, playing center, you literally touch the ball every single offensive play.
Yeah.
How much pressure goes into that?
You know, it was a lot of pressure when I first started, but now it's not as much, honestly. You know, I've just got used to it. You know, I'm a senior now, so I've just been doing it for so long. But definitely when I first started, the pressures.
Did you do that all 4 years?
Yeah.
How long did it take you and Payton to get on the same, kind of like the same wavelength there?
Definitely like halfway through sophomore year.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he's been my QB for a long time. We got that connection now. That's good.
That is really good. So, now Nick, you're coming back on to Jayhawk TV. We'll start by asking you. You guys have aided your offense into a lot of rushing yards. Do you know the total of rushing yards you've helped your offense get this year?
Not exactly. I know it's over 1,000, but I don't know.
You want to take a guess?
1,100.
You want to take a guess, Gavin?
I say 1,400.
1,383 rushing yards so far in 6 games. That's an unbelievable stat. So what do you think happened from last year to this year, where we saw you guys were all right last year, to working as one unit this year?
You're putting that work, honestly, just every day, getting those boys up there, working.
Now, to be an offense and defensive lineman, what does it take?
Just long days in the weight room, getting the field, stuff like that.
Now you, Gavin, are a senior. How are you pulling Nick along here?
I feel like he's developing great. He's going to be better than I am, honestly, so that's good.
What makes you say he's going to be better than you?
Oh, he has the size, he has speed. I feel like he has everything he needs.
Now, Nick, on the flip side, how has Gavin helped you?
Gavin's ever since I was a freshman, he was a sophomore, he always played the leadership role. So he always helped me out, knowing the plays, ever since my freshman year. So I always look at the Gav, make sure.
You're going to miss him next year, huh?
Yeah.
So we're going into Leechburg. Last year, Leechburg was a little bit of an issue for you guys. What do you think is going to be different this year?
Just dominating on, honestly. We're going to bully him up front. Our skill positions have got better. Payton's gotten better. Just looking
for you guys, we had AHN donated some shirts, and then Chicken Strip Cycles had donated little Halloween treat bags as well. So I don't know if you know, AHN is coordinator is Tim Carney. Tim Carney is also your home announcer. So I was thinking of some fun questions I could ask you guys. Away, what is the most off-the-wall pronunciation you've heard of either your name or a teammate's name?
Oh, definitely what they said about Carmine. I forget who it was. They said Carmine's last name. What did they do?
I forget what it was.
Be an autist or something like that. It's crazy.
So you guys can hear that loud and clear on the field?
Yeah, most of the time we can.
Do you guys mess with each other about it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jayhawk TV would like to thank AHN Hempfield, the neighborhood hospital, for their sponsorship in this year's season. It's close to home, and that's the great thing about it. It's right on top of the hill. It's open 24/7, and it has emergency care with a short wait, and I know that is crucial for everybody. And it has on-site lab imaging and diagnostics, board-certified emergency medicine physicians, and overnight care. I am truly honored to have them as one of our sponsors.
All right, guys, so we're back with our two offensive linemen here. So you guys spend a lot of time in the weight room. What's the best activity you guys like to do in the weight room?
I feel like squats all the way. That's just for me.
I'm a bench press guy.
What's your max on squats?
405 box squat.
How about you?
Squat or bench?
Bench, we'll go bench.
315.
315?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Now, what's your worst?
I gotta go with bench. Definitely bench. I'm only getting 185 on that too.
I'll go with squat.
Do you think that's just because you guys are built completely different?
Yes.
Possibly, yeah,
Do you think it could be the different positions? People think, there's a lot of people that's watching this that is just watching because they support Jeanette, not because they really understand the game of football. And that's not taking it away from anybody, but there's some people that just think as linemen, you guys line up in a line, that's it. How much different is your position from your position?
I don't touch the ball. His honestly takes, I say his is harder.
Yeah.
Because I can't snap the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pass drops are a little bit different. They got those speedy edge rushers. I mean, they just have bigger nose guards. But for the most part, I feel like it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I like to snap, but I feel like, there's different difficulties for each position.
Are you also the long snapper?
Yes.
How did that come about? Because I feel like that's a lot different.
Yeah, it is. They just put me there. I just do it. Yeah.
You figured out how to hike the ball, and they're like, you know what, you got both jobs.
Yeah, good enough.
One of the staple restaurants when you think of Jeanette is Ketter's Restaurant and Catering, and we are lucky enough to call them one of Jayhawk TV's sponsors. They offer everything from breakfast to brunch to lunch, and they even have a delivery service option. You guys can head on over to South 4th Street and check out Ketter. Just let them know you saw their ad on Jayhawk TV and thank them for me.
All right, guys, so we were back for our final segment with our 2 offensive linemen. They are holding the shirts from AHN. They were donated to us. They come accustomed with all 5 offensive linemen's names on them with the AHN logo. And they're also holding the treat bags from Chicken Strip Cycles. Comes with tons of goodies inside. Of course, keeping them hydrated, and they get to wear a cool shirt to school. So guys, good luck this season, and let's bring home another win against Leechburg.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're really hungry right about now, and you want a really good pizza, but you don't know where to order. Head on down to South 4th Street in Jeanette to Saforno's. Saforno's is a laid-back pizza restaurant that offers both dine-in and takeout options. Saforno's restaurant boasts a cool and relaxed ambience with a delicious and creative menu. And let me tell you, I've had their pizza and it is top notch. They sponsor Jayhawk TV. You obviously like Jayhawk TV and pizza, so head on down there now.
All right, guys, so we're here with this week's Player of the Week, Payton Molter. Payton, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. So you've had a heck of a season so far this year. Senior season, what's different about this year for you?
Just the team, the chemistry we have. All off season we were putting in the work, so I mean just the chemistry we have, we've been blowing out teams for a reason.
Now, we talked to Kamani Brown last week, not last year, excuse me. He said you and his chemistry has grown immensely over the off season. Did you guys put in some work together over the off season?
Definitely, yeah. It was mainly us. A lot of receivers were off in basketball and everything, but Kamani still came down and put in the work. So yeah, we had a lot, especially during the season with Noah out with his cast on. So I mean, it's just been us 2 throwing the ball together.
How do you push the younger guys to keep getting better, knowing that your time as a Jayhawk is coming to a close?
You just gotta show them what it's meant to win down in that program. So I mean, you just gotta keep pushing them until they understand what it means to win down.
So we heard you're donating $20 every time you see the end zone to Lisa Friscarella's GoFundMe account. What brought that on?
We were always close family. My brother, I've known him since I was young because my brother always hung out with him. So I've always known the family, and when I saw she had cancer, I just knew I had to do something for her.
So how much money have you donated thus far?
I think I'm up to 340.
How much money do you hope to donate by the end of the year?
I want to get over 500 for her.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That's such a great thing for a young kid like you to do. Do you have a job?
Yeah, I do.
I was gonna ask, like, how are you supplying this? What do you? What's your job?
I work at Bellaterra's. It's a winery, bar back. So
there you go. So that explains how he's paying for all of his touchdowns, literally. So we see you doing all the work on the field. Do you have any hobbies off the field?
Not much. I work out, watch TV. There's not a lot I do.
You are coming close to the end of your time. Are you looking to play college
Yes.
or college ball? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Getting any looks yet?
I got a couple, but no offers yet.
No offers yet. You gotta get this guy an offer, man. So we challenged you before. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
200 on the ground and 200 in the air. You're real close. You think you can do it this week against Leechburg?
I think so.
All right, we're gonna challenge you again. And so last year, Leechburg was a little bit of a problem for you guys. What's different about this year?
We watch more film, we study more. They're a younger team just like us, so I mean, I feel like it's gonna be a better battle.
Now, here in a couple minutes, we're going to be talking to a couple of your offensive linemen. This year alone, we've seen those guys come together as one unit. What can you say about those guys?
They're a huge part of the offense. They stepped up big time this year, so they're over 100 yards every game, so they're a big part of our offense.
Yes, and we watch them every week. Seems like you're getting more and more time in the pocket every time. So another big question I wanted to ask you is, not a lot of people know what's going on through a quarterback's eyes. Whenever people are yelling at you from the stands to run or to pass, what goes through that decision making?
I always keep my eyes downfield to try and get a pass, see an open receiver, but I mean, sometimes I see an open lane, I just take the ball and go.
So it's really your call at that position?
Yeah.
Now I was told to ask after practice, you and Coach Fats have a little rivalry going
Yeah.
on. Well, what's that all about?
It's an accuracy battle, so you can hit the trash can, but he definitely did beat me today, but I'm going to come back and beat him next week.
Did that just start like today?
No, we started that a couple weeks ago.
Who's winning?
It's 1-0-1 in the series. He's got me beat.
Oh no, we got to get you
Yeah.
a couple more reps in or something, right?
Yeah.
All right, Peyton, thank you for your time.
Need something to do? Sunday, October 8th? How about heading down to the Jeanette American Legion? They will be hosting the Super Bingo and Taco Bar. It will be benefiting building blocks of the youth and city chance for a change.
All right, guys, so we're going to hand Peyton our Player of the Week shirt from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts. It is with the Jayhawk TV's Player of the Week on the front and then his name and number on the back. There you go.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank CASA, court-appointed special advocates, for sponsoring Jayhawk TV. CASA of Westmoreland Incorporated is a volunteer-based organization providing a voice in the courts on behalf of abused and neglected children in Westmoreland County. The recommendation of these volunteers assists the courts in determining the child's placement in a safe, permanent, and nurturing home. Feel like being a volunteer? Go ahead and check out their website and fill out an application.
You know what time it is? We got to play Guess the Gatorade. You have a whole cup, so you...
Guess I gotta start drinking Gatorade.
Are you a Powerade drinker?
Yeah, more body armor. That tastes blue.
Yep, perfect. So we're 1 for 1. We'll go with the next easiest. People have a love-hate relationship with this one. I tend to not like it.
That yellow?
Yep. And then 2 for 2. Can we go 3 for 3? This is a hard one. Sorry.
Tastes like a red.
Okay, so we can give him that because it's Glacier Cherry, but it is white.
White?
Yeah, so
yeah.
he did give us the flavor. And then the last one.
Purple? Oh no, that one. That one's weird.
Well, it's strawberry. It's an off-brand, so we'll go that Peyton got 3 for 4 on that. Come on, he's still the leader.